Good morning. We got about 2 inches of snow overnight and it is still coming down. We're gonna have to do some plowing today. It's supposed to warm up and get into the 40s, but we want to get the snow plowed off so that way we can stop melting and getting down to dirt so we can get into mud season. Yeah, actually we want to start getting everything to melt so we can actually start fixing our broken water line. We still don't have water down here. We got to get that fixed, but I'm gonna feed the Highland cattle, so I grabbed a bale of hay, but I gotta let my windshield defrost first. We have all of our other morning chores we need to do, so let's get all the animals fed and watered.
You got a fresh bale down there. Go get it.
All right, it's not a ton of snow. We want to get it plowed off so that way we don't get more ice build up. We want to get this ice that we do have and snow melted off. We gotta bring Brutus to his yearly vet checkup today, and I am excited for that because I am curious to see how much he weighs. Last time we weighed him, which was in the fall, he weighed 100 pounds. How much do you think he weighs? Leave it in the comments down below. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, we had some really warm weather and rain. We melted a lot of our snow and the brook got pretty high. A lot of the rivers around here was getting pretty high. And then we got cold and windy. It's nice to see how much the brook has dropped and how far the water levels have gone down because we're gonna be getting warm again, melting a lot more snow. So maybe we won't have too bad of a flooding season this year. Time will tell, but man, that has gone down a ton overnight. I'm excited to see that and to see what happens when we stop melting the rest of the snow. It's supposed to be in the 30s today, almost 60 tomorrow. So we're gonna be melting a lot of snow and we need a place for all that water to go. That's like a good 2-foot drop right there. And over here, just almost the same. That's cool. You can see it up there too. The water was almost up to that tree yesterday. So it's come down a lot. Look at that, I like it. A lot of the times we want everything to melt fast, but that's not good for everything. So a nice slow melt is preferable. We might not like it because we're ready for spring, but it's better for everything all the way around. All right, let's head on up to the workshop, get that area plowed out because we need that to melt so we can fix our broken water line. I'm thinking it's just the hydrant, something happened there, so we'll have to dig that out, but we need everything to defrost. So I'm hoping by the end of this week, it'll be defrosted and we can start repairing that. It'll be so nice to have running water all around the farm again. It's been getting old having to fill up that 60-gallon water tote twice a day. We did some winter hut tent camping, and it is nice to have a place to set everything up in so it dries out before we put it away. Now we can put our hut tent away for the season, because I'm pretty sure, hopefully, we're all done with snow. This should melt, I think, this week, and hopefully we don't get any more snow.
Believe it when I see it.
Brutus will be sad. He loves the snow.
We had such a great time going hot tent camping in our own backyard. Yeah, in the woods. It was very windy. We survived the night. It was really a good time. But we are excited for spring. We're hoping this little snowfall that we just had is the end of it. So we are just ready for spring and all the spring things, the mud and everything. Right now, I'm excited for it. When we get into mud season, I'll probably be like, ugh, but it just means summer's coming, warmer weather's coming, flowers are coming.
Last place we left off is we got the linoleum flooring in and glued down. So now we got to put some trim around the bottom and trim in the corners, and then inside corners and outside corners. And then that part is done. $85.50. Get them all cut. Oh, I like it.
Does that look so good?
Cleans it up quite a bit, doesn't it? It's funny how much trim changes the look of everything. He's tilting his head watching me. What am I doing, dude? He's like, oh no, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I like that. That really cleans it up. Well, we got the trim done just in time. Now we got to bring Brutus to the vet. Let's see how much he weighs.
No worries, it's just his yearly checkup, but we are all curious to see how much he weighs. I'm guessing 135.
I said 122.
Remember what Olivia said? Another one of our friends' little girls guessed 105. So make your guesses down below in the comments and see who's closest. Brutus, you don't know? He doesn't care.
You ready to go to the vet? How much you think you weigh, Brutus? So Brutus had a good vet visit. How much you think he weighed?
I already told you, 135.
No, way off.
I'm gonna tell you what, he's made me wait a whole day.
I told her I couldn't tell her until we get the camera back out. Now we get the camera back out. Brutus, can you believe you weighed that much?
Is it more than, will you fit with me? What is it?
110.
110?
Yep.
You're only 110? You're only 110? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Did you have all your legs on the thing? Did you have all the things? I should have went without to the appointment. I was busy doing some other things, and then he wouldn't tell me. He said, I have to wait until everybody else knows. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he did not tell me.
So when we built the cattle chute, which was around 3-4 months ago, he weighed 100 pounds. So we were expecting him to gain some more. He's supposed to top off at 150-ish pounds. Like that's that's like the max weight for the breed, and they keep growing till they're 2. He's just over 1, so he's still got, say probably 9-10 months worth of growing left. And I guess right now it's just going to be slow growing until he tops off his weight. They said you're good and healthy, mister.
And he has really nice teeth, huh?
That's from chewing all the moose antlers and deer antlers and bones.
Must be all this fluff. If you really look at this, it's pretty dirty, especially the roof area. So a lot of it's just like kind of scuff marks and then whatever else we might have got on it from getting it here and getting it up and just all the things. So Al went shopping and he's gonna try to clean this thing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I went out shopping so we can clean this together.
Oh.
I got us each a little scrubby for a drill. So this way we can have better elbow grease that way. We got one of those and then one of these.
You're gonna watch this, Brutus?
All right, let's spray it, and then it says let it sit for a couple of minutes.
It also says test an area.
We're testing this area right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, now you're using something else? I don't think that you should be doing that.
One's on one side, one's on another side. We gotta test them. You don't know which one's gonna work good until you try them.
You think it's break time now?
Nope. Time to get to work.
It feels like it's kind of like not sitting on there nicely.
That works good. Wipe this panel down and see what it looks like. But there was definitely black stuff and just scuff marks and dried on glue here and there, and that took it all off. All right, let me try this side and we'll see if the crud cutter works any better, the same or worse. I think the Zep works better. Well, that scrub brush worked nice. We got all of the gunk cleaned off. That's not the final cleaning, that was just the cleaning to get all of the gunk from building it. We'll give it a good quality cleaning down with food quality cleaning products before we ever put any food in here. We just wanted to get all the crud off of it. So now let's go ahead and continue building the door seal system. $37 and $3.16. So I'm gonna put a weather stripping on the inside of this door lip here and up high, so when it hits this, it'll have a sail. And that's what's gonna keep the draft in and out. In the bottom, I'll have to put one on the door that slides and like folds up. So now we can do the edges. Some leftover PVC boards I had, and they got a little bow to them, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. All right, so this one in the center goes in. So we got two. I got a phone call from the meat processor that our pork is ready to pick up. We brought 2 of our pigs about 2 weeks ago now to the processor. We go pick up all of our pork, our bacon, and our ham. Everything is all done at the same location and it is all ready for pickup. So we are excited to get this back, to try it, but to also figure out how much it cost us per cut, per pound. And then in the future, when we want to go ahead and sell meat, we'll have that breakdown and knowing, is it worth it? Is it not? What do we need to sell it for? So that's one of the things we're gonna have to do once we get all the meat back. The brook is still down nice and low. I like seeing that because we're gonna stop melting. We need a place for all the water to go. So we got the 9 boxes of meat. Now let's head back to the homestead and see what we got. They kind of have a method to their madness. This is box, this is smoked. So there's gonna be all the smoked. We have 4 boxes of smoked meat, 2 for
We have bacon again.
Yukon, and then 2 for spice. So this is 2 of 2, and this is pork. So this is just, that's not smoked. So this is gonna be spice.
Yeah, because whatever they normally are normals.
They're basically the normal weights.
That's good.
And like they have shorter legs, so you're not having as much bone.
And it wasn't really that hard to have in the wintertime.
So this is more, this is the 1 of 2 for spice of just plain pork. We'll have another box of her of smoked. And I talked to him about getting on the docket for next year's pigs. I said they're kind of already booking up in December. I said I'm looking for end of December, beginning of January. Because when did we send these ones? February? I'd rather, these could have went earlier, but they didn't have any openings. So this is ham.
That's a lot.
9 boxes total.
I was just trying to put them in order. I thought we didn't want anything mixed.
Because there's no way he was just 1 box of smoked. So all in all, we got 9 boxes back from the butcher. Spice was our female pig. She ended up weighing 247 pounds hanging weight. Yukon, the male pig, weighed 284 pounds.
Yep.
So they're good. These were Idaho pasture pigs. They're not like a standard regular breed. They were just over 9 months of age, so they were just as big, and Yukon was bigger than our normal pigs when we bring them to the butcher. So weight-wise, we got back what we would normally get back for meat from a regular pig. We just had to raise them longer. They eat the same amount of grain in 9 months as a regular pig would eat in 6 months, and they eat more pasture, more hay, and more grass, so their omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are gonna have a better ratio. And I'm really happy with the weights.
Yeah, and I mean, she was only less than 40 pounds than him.
Yep. 247 pounds, that's like the average of what we usually butcher our pigs at. So he was above average, 284 pounds. We had to pay an extra $10 for processing fee for him because for up to a 250 pound pig, you pay 80 bucks for a processing fee. Over 250 pounds, you pay 90 bucks. Not a big deal, but there was more.
So if he was a little bit less weight, he would have cost less.
Yep. So now we get to open it up and figure it out. So let's see. We ended up getting 57.2 pounds of smoked meat from Spice. And then we got 58.9 pounds of smoked meat from Yukon. We could have got more out of Yukon, but some of the meat I didn't have smoked off of Yukon because we wanted to have more sausage. So we have some bacon in here. That looks delicious.
That looks good.
And then over here we have just some regular pork that's not been smoked. In this box we're going to have some hams. You want to open up that one, we can see what the hams look like. So these are the ham ends. The ham steaks must be in another one of the boxes.
Our ham steaks.
Those look
nice.
delicious. Nice and red. So an Idaho pasture pig meat is going to be redder than a regular standard pig. So I want to go over here now. We have our links.
I'm really excited about these.
Those look delicious, for sure. Nice breakfast sausages. All right, I'm jumping back in here a little bit out of order. I sat down and did some numbers on the pigs and their weight and what everything cost us. So we have $150 into each pig for a piglet fee. We have $500 into each pig for organic grain. And we feed our pigs organic grain. We have 20 bags of feed into each pig, and each bag costs us 25 bucks. So that's $500 for feed. And then on Spice, which was the smaller pig, we have $546 into processing fees for her. Yukon, which was the bigger pig, we have, I'll get my sticky note here. We have $731 into processing fees for him. We were going over all the bills, and there's an extra $100 on his bill to have his sausage turned into sausage links. We had 27 pounds made into links. 28 pounds was kept into like bulk. There was no fee for that, but to get it made into links, we had to pay an extra $100. So if we didn't do the links, we would have been $631. But all in all, we are $6.46 a pound invested into our female pig, which was the smaller one, and Yukon, which was the bigger pig. We have $6.48 a pound invested in him. That is piglet, feed, and processing fee. That does not include any of our labor of feeding them and taking care of them, but that is a really good savings for us if we're going to be going out and buying this kind of quality pork. It all depends on what you eat for pork, kind of what you're going to be, what this is going to be worth to you or not, and what you're feeding them. So like we feed organic, so organic is organic and non-GMO. If you want to just feed non-GMO feed cost might be a little bit less. If you're feeding conventional feed, your feed bill is going to be less. If you don't send your pigs to a processor, you're going to save quite a bit of money by not processing. But if you want to process them, that's what you're going to get into it. We got 550 bucks into one pig and then 700 bucks into another pig. So I just wanted to give you that breakdown and jump in here since I sat down and figured all those numbers out. That's why I kind of look different. So I'm going to jump back to the other part of the video right now. So it is nice to have all of this pork back. We've never used this butcher before. We are very happy with what we got, what we see and what we've got back so far. The smoked meat looks nice. The sausages look delicious. It just comes down to cooking it and trying everything.
Right.
Big one will be definitely like the smoked meat to see how their smoking is. in their cure kind of thing, but it looks good. So now we got to organize everything.
That's the hard part.
Put it away. So this is where we're going to end this video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. Hope this inspires you guys to start raising some of your own animals for meat. It is delicious, and you know what you're getting back because you fed it and you know what you put into it. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.